Be prepared also maybe to talk about what your greatest strength is, what your weakness might be. When you talk about a weakness or a failure or a challenge or a time that things didn't go well, one mistake a lot of students make is they spend 90% of their answer talking about the failure or the mistake or the shortcoming, and 10% answering the what happened as a result. Flip that. Spend about 10 seconds or 10% of your answer on the problem or the situation or the mistake or the weakness, and the other 90% of your answer is everything you've done to overcome it, to manage it so that it doesn't impact you, how it's made you better, what you've learned. Focus on the positives of the weakness. You'll also probably be asked a question about, tell me about a time a project didn't go as planned, or it wasn't on deadline, or you had to work with someone difficult. Be prepared to have an example of that. Now, in an interview, you've got to back up every claim you make. So if you say that you are hardworking, you go right into, for example, and tell a little PAR story about a time that you demonstrated your work ethic. A PAR story stands for problem, action, result. So share the situation, share the action you took, share the result that you achieved, and then wrap up your answer. Try to keep answers, I would say, 30 to 60 to 90 seconds. When you go beyond that, you kind of start rambling. I've been in interviews with people that started talking, and eventually I couldn't even remember what the question was that they were trying to answer because they were so far off topic. Frankly, I quit listening at that point. So keep your answers short, concise, to the point, on target, and always back up every claim that you make with a story. And then sometimes at the end of an interview, they might say, is there anything you'd like us to know that we haven't asked? Always have something. Never say, I don't have any questions. Never say, no, thanks, I think you've asked everything. Every opportunity you have to open your mouth is a chance to showcase who you are, to sell the skills and the talent and the expertise that you have, that you bring to the workplace, and the value and contribution you could make to the company. So take advantage of those opportunities, and then always remember to follow up with a thank you email to everybody that you spoke with at the company. Ideally, send it that day.